And welcome back to the Backstage Boys Episode 2.
Episode 2.
We didn't quit on Episode 1.
We made it to a second episode.
We made it. I didn't think we'd come this far.
I mean, it's been a long journey.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
A lot of
dedication.
Hard work. A lot of setbacks. A lot of heartache.
A lot of
heartache. But we clawed our way to Episode 2.
But for real, thank you to everybody who listened and gave feedback on Episode 1. It was more than what we expected. It wasn't a large, crazy number by any means, but from what we saw with very little promotion and no backing of some sort from any company, we were really humbled by it.
Yeah, I honestly did not expect that level of awesome feedback. For one episode, off-the-cuff type of idea, something we were just kind of toying with, really.
Yeah.
So thank you to everybody who has listened, given us feedback, retweeted, followed. It's been really cool, man. I'm really psyched to go into Episode 2 now.
Yeah, it's actually a huge motivating factor for this episode.
And motivating for like what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
Which is a much different approach to
the feedback on the style that we're doing was generally well received. I talked to a few of the boys at AAW and and they like the idea, so maybe some future possible guests that we'll have to get on the phone.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
We're not promising anything. We'll see what happens.
We're promising everything and nothing all at the same
time. And nothing
will
be delivered.
Nothing will be delivered. Don't expect anything.
What is it? Under promise, over deliver.
Something like that.
It's kind of how I live my life.
Shaking hands and kissing babies, or
shaking babies
and kissing hands.
Yeah, that's the Spider Nate Webb way.
Yeah. So what we wanted to talk about, we just had AAW presented United We Stand last week at 115 Bourbon Street.
Bourbon Street.
My
favorite venue, by the way.
It's up there for me.
Out of our venue, our three.
Yeah,
that's my favorite one.
Yeah, it was fun to shoot there and record and stuff like that. So.
You like shooting there, but you got a lot of space to work with.
I like shooting photography there the most, just because there's so many lights. You get all the curtains. There's a lot of different textures, a lot of different colors, lights. Like everything pops. I have a lot more range with what I can do, just because the lighting is just perfect in there, because it's not made for just wrestling.
Right.
It's made for other shows that are in that little hall area.
You also have a lot of room outside and backstage for vignettes and just space to play with, basically. So it's something we're not really blessed with in other venues.
Yeah.
So I love Bourbon Street for that reason. It's comfortable to walk around. I think the fans like it a lot. It's just the only gripe I've heard is that it's far as shit.
It's far as shit if you live in the city.
If you live in the city or north side.
If you're north side, it's personally because I come from work.
Yeah.
And I now work on the north side. So like I'm gonna dread the day we have a Friday show because I have to leave.
We've had Friday shows.
Yeah, and the last time I had a Friday show, it took me almost 2 hours.
Yeah, same here.
To get there, so I'm gonna have to like either take a day off of work or have a half day.
I think the only solution is a half day to get there on time.
Yeah, I think I have to do a half day, leave at like 1.
Which is crazy that for wrestling we're willing to use a half day out of our like PTO. To go to AAW.
I'm just going to make up those hours. I'm not taking PTO for wrestling. Well,
Smart
technically I am. All my my last 4 vacations
have been wrestling.
Have been traveling for wrestling. Either WrestleMania or taking time off to go to shows when I did Naito Tour.
Yeah, that's right.
So
pretty much wrestling has controlled your...
Naito Tour and then WrestleMania have been my PTO so far this year. My next PTO is when I go to New York for Joey Janela and NXT.
You could have been on a beach somewhere in Ibiza, but instead... Use your PTO.
I got shitty man-made beaches in Chicago.
That's true. I live at Montrose Beach. I know exactly what you're saying.
I was at 12th Street Beach on the 4th. God. That was horrible.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I don't know. I needed to get some color. So that's all it was.
All right. Well, you look pretty nice and tan.
I appreciate it. I'm trying to get up to your level, but I don't think that'll happen.
Thank you. I'm a nice caramel.
Nice caramel.
I am nearing Nutella levels.
I'm like hazelnut right now.
Not even, man.
Not even. It's very creamed heavy.
Yeah. You're like actually you're like a caramel macchiato.
There you go.
I am definitely in between a caramel macchiato and a mocha frap.
Yeah. So let's get off this coffee subject and let's talk about what the kids came here for, and that was
United We Stand, a very patriotic title.
Very patriotic.
I wonder
we
who
always
named
do that
this.
in July. Probably Danny.
I don't think Danny named some of these.
Danny Daniels.
Danny Daniels.
United We Stand.
I got a great idea for a name for a show.
Yeah.
I think we should call it United We Stand because
we got tequila lies in the building.
Lies tequila.
Lies tequila.
Daddy Daniels. All right, that's a little preview of what's to come.
That's what's gonna happen multiple times on this podcast.
All right, anyway, yeah. So let's talk United We Stand. It was a fun show. It was a Saturday show.
Saturday shows, which are always the best because nobody's getting off work. Nobody's going through rush hour.
I was there at noon. Brian and I, production guy Brian, 13-year veteran production guy extraordinaire Brian.
Grizzled young vet.
Brian with a Y was there. We were there at noon. So we were there pretty early. That was a full 12-hour day for us, man.
Yeah, I showed up at 4:45, but I also got off work at 4.
You strolled in.
I strolled in waiting for talent to do anything.
At a casual 4:45.
Yeah, that's super casual before all the other talent shows up.
What's interesting about that venue is the stage setup is real nice. People who've been to that show or seen that show on DVD or VOD, the stage, because the venue offers so much, we're able to not do a very complicated stage setup. We have our banners and we have our entranceway, but the lights really enhance it even more than we're even setting up.
The lighting is just, like I said, because we get the red, white, and blue lighting typically.
Yeah.
And sometimes the red and the blue will clash and make like a purple. So it gives us just a different element. And like I said, for photography and how the shows look, especially when you're not using the hard cam, the shows just look phenomenal.
I think on film, video, that venue just, there's such a magic to it. It's so color balanced and light balanced in a way that everything looks good.
Everything pops.
Everything pops, for sure.
So
I love it. It setup's quick. We get in there. We were able to get everything ready to roll pretty fast so we can concentrate on story.
We left pretty fast, too. Cleanup was pretty easy.
It was pretty good. It's
a lot easier than Logan.
It's a great venue to do stuff, man.
Yeah.
I like it. I like that. Like I said, the only complaint I've heard most people say is that it's far. That's it. But, whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Have wrestling will travel.
So let's talk about our ever-changing roles and are never consistent from one show to the other.
Yes.
Because there was a few changes this time around. So what were you doing, Trent?
I was I had originally mapped out the social media promos and vignettes I needed you to cut.
We talked about that.
Which we talked. I gave them to you beforehand, so you knew what you needed to get.
Had a general idea.
Then you worked with Dr. Keith on a lot of them because you just kind of doubled up and got the stuff for in between the show and the DVD, in between the stuff I needed. So I was full on social media blitz on this show. I was getting the content as you shot it directly airdropped to my phone and getting it up during the show while putting results out, while monitoring the feed, monitoring the hashtag, things of that nature. So I was making sure we had an all-out blitz where we were running promos that you had just shot, running them during the show, and the second they aired in the show,
had to post them online.
I had them online. I had them on the Facebook page and the Twitter.
We learned a few things actually the next day when we had Brian, when we all got together for Slammiversary.
Yeah.
So gonna try to make the experience more on social media look more TV-like. And then also give it a more professional feel when it's on the monitor itself.
Yeah.
With the little tweaks and edits that we did.
Yeah.
So I think that's gonna help. We're trying to bring more continuity between social media and the show.
Yeah.
Continuing those stories and
it's just one thing we have to be very conscious of is if we're presenting something that the audience has just seen, we're putting on video that we're fueling for people who aren't in the audience and people who are gonna watch it afterwards. We got to make sure the continuity is sharp. We had a couple of hiccups that we caught and a couple of things we brought to light for each other. We're like, oh wait, we got to be conscious of this, and this, because ABC is airing on Twitter right now while DENF is happening in the we have to and
it's something that I feel with what we've been posting on social media.
Yeah.
It's changed a little bit, but I feel like it's more improvement on the existing things that we've been doing.
For sure.
We've been consistent with our posting. We've been consistent on the type of content. So if there's content that's showed to the crowd, we post that on social media.
Yeah.
just because the promo's already out there.
Yeah.
And I feel that it's good with hyping it because people are going on social media, like you said. You saw people will
during
go on
the show,
Twitter and stuff like that. So I want to bring that same user experience to social media.
The tricky thing is, so I want the people during the show to be engaging. Like I want them tweeting with the hashtag. I want them posting. But at the same time, I also want them paying attention to the show.
Yeah. Well, I don't think anybody's reading the AAW Twitter while the show is going on.
Right.
But
they're posting to it, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think they're doing their own posts. They click on the hashtag because the big changes, instead of just, for the longest time, we've had the hashtag just announced like pretty much the day of for people at the show. But
we started doing was leading up now, we're hashtagging.
Yeah.
So we're already getting it running and established like in the...
So people know what it is.
Right. So
when they go in.
Right. We already like created its place on social media that, hey, that hashtag is established now. Follow it. You can start posting to it now if you want to before the show. So, but the thing is, I want that engagement during. I just don't want to take away from the show. But the other thing is, like, I also want people to, because people do pull out their phones constantly. If there's a segment here and there they're not into, I want them to look at our Twitter page and their feed and be like, holy shit, that promo just aired on the screen inside the arena.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the promos because the promos were, I thought, really cool this time around. We had that storyline built into it with MJF, but we'll get to that in a second.
Right.
We're continuing to talk about our roles and stuff like that. So
I had to be full time on the social media side and then kind of keep an eye on. I have a big focus on merchandise now. Like I didn't run the merch table, but I have a big focus on making sure merch is sold, presented. I have a certain number I need to hit per show. Like it's almost like a quota I try to set because if anybody out there running a promotion or whatnot, that merch money is important for. It's kind of like keeps the lights on money type of thing. It's that extra fuel to that fire. So it's also a matter of like making sure we hit that, making sure people are taking something home with them, which is very important, and trying to get more out there, more content. So that was a big thing. So that was a big thing. So making sure people go home with something. I'm really conscious of that. I want people to have an experience that they can wear on themselves when they go home, when they can pop in their DVD or their DVD player or whatever, and that's a big thing for me. So I'm very much involved in the merchandising of the company and the branding. That's a big focus of mine.
Yeah, I think having that uniform and complete experience, not just wrestling.
Exactly.
The promos were well received in the audience. Like there was good reactions. So I felt that was something that we're going to continue on, and not necessarily same exact story on all that stuff, but doing something to get the crowd excited.
Yeah, I
agree. I think it wasn't even for the main event.
No, it wasn't.
So
that's a cool thing, right?
Yeah.
But I do think a big important thing we do is that we darken out the arena the second the promo starts on the screen.
Yes, and that gets everyone's attention.
Everybody's like, "Oh shit, what's going on?"
Yeah.
They stop what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, speaking of you wearing multiple hats,
what about you?
I had a really daunting task of not only doing all the promos and all the videos, but I realized we had no camera guy taking photos.
Now, I thought we were supposed to. I was told we were supposed to.
And I realized
we didn't have one.
Right before the first match started, yo, who the fuck's here?
Yeah.
And I go, oh shit, it's me.
There's no ringside camera.
So I was running. You'll see, like, I'm probably going to piss a lot of people off in the video, or on the DVD, because it's me running by Jimmy D.
Yeah.
Jumping on his chair and running to go backstage to do a promo, like,
that's insane.
4 or 5 minutes into a match, just so I had some photos from that match.
It didn't hit me until you told me the next day, like, dude, there was nobody taking pictures. I was like, how the hell did you get all the promos then? Like, I
got everything in. Like,
You missed like 2 matches though, unfortunately, right?
I missed MJF and I missed the Ace Romero MJF match. I missed that one completely.
Yeah.
And I missed like the first half of the main event, which I was really pissed off about because I wanted to get photos from that.
Yeah.
And really upset I wasn't out there for that.
And that's one of the things, like, it really, it hits, it sucks. It sucks that when we lose out, and we take that very hard, right? Like, it bothers us, like, shit, we don't have that.
It's still bothering me.
Yeah.
Because I saw some of the fan pictures, and there were so many good photo opportunities.
Right, that's the thing.
That I wish we could have used for our own social media.
I mean, we could. Just credit the fans. But, you know, speaking of the fans, we did something else at the show, too. We gauged our fans, and we're going to... This is a new thing. I don't want to give it away just yet, but until we start rolling that out.
Yeah.
But we got some fan feedback. I'm going to put it like that way. And that's something that's another thing that's very important to me on the branding side of things is I love talking to the fans because they like talking to us and telling us what they like. And I love hearing it. I'm like, what do you like about this?
Well, they're the ones paying.
They're paying. So I want to know why they're paying. What makes you come here every month, you know? I would love to talk to the ones that stop coming too if there was a way. I would love to know. I was doing... on social media and stuff like that, like I would get some people's feedback. A lot of it's still personal. A lot of the reasons it's not the wrestling necessarily. Yeah.
Everybody has their reasons, and with social media, everyone's finding something to not like or not support something.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we can't force anybody's hand, right? But the thing I love to do is make the product so undeniable that you are like, you know what, I have to go see this.
And I feel like we're helping make that.
Yeah. It's a user experience, bottom line.
Yeah, and there's just the continuity, the versatility and what they're getting. Yeah. Not only are they getting different types of matches, but we're giving them promos now.
Yeah. We're
just trying to give them a full experience because any indie show can have just wrestling, and we're trying to avoid that. And, like, Trent's been actually going to other indie promotions and stuff with me because I work at other places, and there's a huge difference with how we're running our show now and how other people run their shows. Not necessarily other people are doing bad,
right? But
we're really liking the product that we're putting out.
I think a lot of people are already trying to copy us, which sucks. But at the same time, even if some people are trying to copy you, you know you're doing something right.
The same people who are copying us are throwing shade.
It's odd, right?
So,
but yeah, I like going to study I like studying the competition. I think it's good to know what's out there. It's something that, I used to hear that Sam Walton, who owned Walmart, would legit walk in like other stores for like hours at a time and just like study the store. Like he would look at their layouts, he would look at how they present products, how they put their price tags, how they make their end caps, what their cashiers are wearing. I mean, hours upon hours just going to competitor stores.
Yeah, you're looking at it from a producer standpoint where, for me, I like being at other shows because I need that versatility of how to film and how to take pictures of people in different scenarios because I feel like when I'm out in the ring, I don't even have to look where I'm going.
Yeah.
But I know where I'm going.
It's interesting, right? Like you don't look, but you have to know.
Yeah, like those reflexes, or it's really weird because I can telegraph a move.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what the moves are going on. Like I might know who's gonna win,
right?
Or I might know a specific spot, but most of the time, I can see how wrestlers set up, and I've seen it so many times from just being a fan that I know where to run to at the ring.
Right.
So like
which is huge though.
When you see me running, it's a lot of the time like I can kind of predict where the move is going.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm wrong because they'll false move or false finish or whatever, you know what I mean? So, but
has anyone ever crashed into you? Like you had guys land on you?
I've got not crashed into me, but I've been. AR Fox accidentally kicked me.
Oh really?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't his fault. Like he was just trying to run. He was just trying to run out of the ropes real quick, and I've been shoved one time. But there was like 8 guys out at the entrance at LaSalle.
Yeah.
And that LaSalle entrance gets narrow.
Real narrow.
Because of the gates. There's the guardrails.
Yeah.
So if you're stuck in there, you're stuck in there.
Yeah.
And I got caught by the metal posts.
Yeah.
And the gate. And then there was there was like 6 or 7 people running back. There was like think it was we had the 8-man ladder match or something like that, there was like 4 tag teams.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And then everybody was diving out, and we actually got pushed into the stage. That was when the stage, almost everything fell apart.
I thought it was gonna collapse.
Oh, I thought it was gonna collapse on me.
As a floor manager, I was looking at that. I saw the screen wobble, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, I ran back as fast as I could. I go, "It's gonna fall!"
Oh my god,
it's
risky.
Brian's face was just like, "Shit!"
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, dude, if that thing falls, we're screwed. But but that's another thing too. Real quick, we have to take extra precaution when that setup is happening to account for that. Like, we do stress tests.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like, we have to make sure, like, these guys are very viable to fall into those things, and they have.
They have multiple times.
So I do like a stress test on the set to make sure, like, if these guys bump into my lights or my poles or whatever, like, that this stuff is gonna hold up. Because, dude, there's a liability involved, man. Like, there's people.
There's a huge liability.
So we have to be very careful.
So yeah, but something that we were talking about with the videos, we have this MJF Ace Ramiro storyline.
Yeah.
And they've had this huge feud where
it's fantastic, phenomenal.
What was it? Dog collar match. The dog collar match and multiple matches against each other, and we had a Bourbon Street fight. Well, it started when, from the first promo, we had a Jimmy Jacobs Brody King promo that we thought we were done filming, and then we see MJF walk in.
Yeah.
And we're trying to talk to him about the match, and then Ace kind of ambushes him from behind, chasing after him. And then we had a Kimber Lee promo where we just see MJF running, and
she kind of was like, "What the?"
She was cutting a serious promo, and then you have MJF just running, and then we have Ace chasing after him,
backstage, right?
Yeah, all backstage, and then we lead into the MJF Ace confrontation.
Yeah.
So if you see one of the promos online by itself, it looks weird, but for the people in the crowd, like, when they saw MJF and Ace, like, they were popping for that.
Because then when the match finally happened, it was like, shit, we've been feeding this all night. And those two, the chemistry of those guys is off the chain.
It was great, and the crowd, like I said, the crowd reacted amazingly.
Exactly how we wanted them to, right?
Yeah.
That was it.
And there was, like, the promo was going on, and there was focused silence. Like, people were paying attention, and then you would see MJF or Ace run on screen. You're like, oh, yeah. Like, there was that build up. So that continuity went to the crowd live,
right?
So I was really happy about that. We needed it
because we knew that match is coming out. So we got to, like, make sure we keep them interested, because it was later in the card too. Right? I think it was like second to last almost. It was second to last.
Second to last, yeah.
Yeah, so we had to make sure, like, hey, we got to keep this hot damn near to the end.
Third
I think it was second to last.
Yeah.
But we had to keep it hot all the way. So that was the idea.
Yeah, it was second to last.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I missed that match.
I was out there. There was a lot of back and forth for me, too. There was some things I had to keep an eye on. Being that it was a street fight, I was, like, making sure security was keeping an eye on things. People weren't going nuts. You know, getting involved and stuff. So you gotta be very conscious of, like, security keeping an eye on things too at that point.
Yeah. So, but that was the thing, and then unfortunately, we'll kind of break talking about all the matches in order on this one. Unfortunately, MJF sustained an injury to his
legit injury. Yeah.
Yeah, to his knee.
He put the word out. Today he confirmed what the injury was.
Yesterday.
It's like torn LCL.
Torn LCL out 2 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So, from what I heard, there was a lot of pop, and MJF screamed.
It's pretty bad because I was in the bag with him, and then we had our AAW nurse, Nicole, who was there, and she jumped on it and was, like, assessing it.
Yeah.
And icing, kind of seeing doing a pressure test on it. And she was like, she's not a doctor, she's a nurse, but she's an RN, so she knew something was up because she was based on, like, her test she was performing. So, you know, he's a young guy. He's in the middle of a lot of stuff. That's a very tough thing to swallow when she's like, look, you need to see how this is, assess it overnight, maybe go to an ER, check it out. I know he's looking for that one glimmer of hope to figure out.
He's like, I want to wrestle tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, he has all these bookings and stuff.
Right, and he's trying to think, like, is there a way you can wrap me up that I can do? So she did wrap him up, but she advised him, look, I would not wrestle because...
He's so young, it's not worth it.
Of course. I mean, it's like, why further damage his career? So, you know, it was interesting. So I was in the back with him during the main event, making sure, I mean, our nurse is on top of it. There was other people caring for him. You know, we all jumped on it pretty quick.
Yeah.
Even Martine from Wrestling with Unicorns was very helpful during that whole
was.
thing.
He was there for a long time afterwards too. So he missed a lot of the show.
He missed the main event. So, and I believe his brother got some of the clips because I know they still got some stuff. But yeah, I mean, he was very helpful. He was in the back. We were all very concerned for MJF. I mean, the dude is the future, man. He's the future of the industry and of our company, and we had to make sure he was all right. But it was tough.
As his new catchphrase, talent, not tenure.
Talent, not tenure. I like it.
It's it, dude. He's witty. It's great.
He's fantastic.
You should see him, how he interacts with fans.
He was even trolling people about the injury. When people were like, stop. He's like, stop asking how I am. You're all a bunch of marks.
Yeah. He's like, but like, I'm talking about like live interaction with fans.
Yeah.
He can just... You can throw something at him, and then he'll throw something right back, like without hesitation.
He's good, man. The dude is extremely talented. I am very interested in where this career goes.
But we do wish him a speedy recovery.
Very much so.
Very
much so.
Come back, you piece of shit.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
We still hate you.
Gimp ass son of a bitch. Fix that knee.
It's not like he had a good drop kick, anyways.
Yeah, come on. Come on, he didn't go past the first turnbuckle.
The first turnbuckle.
Give me a break.
What do you mean a risk?
Give me a break. He's like, I don't get my hands dirty.
So, so some of the results we're going to get into from United We Stand. We had a good opener with the Clayton Gainz from Gainesville, Brohio.
Is that what he builds from?
That's what he builds from. He builds from Gainesville.
I didn't catch that.
It's Gainesville, Brohio.
That's amazing.
Because isn't Gainesville, Georgia?
Gainesville's in Georgia. That's where AJ Styles is from.
But like, I know that. But like, you can't make bro.
Of course you know that.
Of course,
Mark.
I'm the fucking Mark. Half your wardrobe is TNA logo merch.
It's gonna be more Impact logo merch.
Impact logo merch.
We've shifted names now.
We shifted. Yeah, the crowd shifted.
The crowd shifted it. So anyway. But yeah, Gainesville, Brohio.
Gainesville, Brohio. It was funny because Derek, one of our super fans, season ticket holders, was like, I want to see more Clayton Gainz from Gainesville, Ohio, and Clayton just responds back, "It's Brohio." So
Brohio versus everything.
Brohio
versus carbs.
Versus carbs.
That's no, that was cool. It wasn't a long match, but
it started off hot.
Started really hot, actually. There's actually a photo
and the video. There's
of that hot start.
Yeah, Martine got a good video of that as well.
I highly advise everybody to go to AAW Pro on Instagram and just see the hot start because it's in photo form.
It's in photo. I didn't think I got it because
fantastic.
I was like wondering. I was like, what the hell is going on? And then I was like, oh shit! Get my camera out and just get that spot. It was just good timing on that one, and then went to a no contest because the ever suspended Sami Callihan.
He was not allowed in, but he broke in.
He was not. He was all in the building.
He came. Yes, he destroyed that match. He ruined the match, and attacked everybody. Used weapons. Attacked once again. Referee Nate was destroyed.
Nate died again.
He's like Kenny.
He's got two. He already used up 2 of his lives.
2 lives. I mean, this is not a contract. He doesn't have 30.
We got that recorded, and that was posted up.
That's posted up too. Sammy murdered Referee Nate once again.
I'm happy about it though. I'm hoping that he stays away.
What sucked, poor Nate, was he was. Yeah, you don't stay away, son of a bitch.
I don't know why he didn't learn this the first time. Like, he was the only one that went in the ring.
He was trying to impress.
I don't know what Danny and Boz were thinking, letting him go.
Well, I like how Danny and Boz jumped in after he got.
They jumped in after, they're like, no, don't do it, and then he died, and they're like, okay, we got to do something.
Then Boz got in with security.
Boz swung a chair.
I heard that I was on the other side of the room.
But no, wait. That all happened after the OI4K versus Brody Jacobs tag match. Because that was kind of all one big cluster.
Right. That was. I mean, like Sami came. It was an ongoing.
Sami came out, and then Brody and Jacobs came out.
Right.
And then the OVE boys. I think we're just gonna start calling them OVE now.
I would like.
Is OI4K dead?
I mean, I would think they were chanting themselves OVE.
And they said OVE on the promo.
Right.
So
we need to get with the times here.
OI4K is officially dead. It's OVE.
It's OVE.
And then so yeah, that went into another no contest because
Sami came out, he came back, and it turned to a big schmoz.
And then Nate died.
Security got involved.
Four chairs died for Nate.
Basically, the first two matches didn't even exist.
They were just schmoz factories. And let's go over this. Everyone's like, "Well, it's AEW. There's no DQs and all that stuff." It's like
it wasn't a DQ.
It wasn't a DQ. Nobody lost the match. But if refs start dying,
there is no match.
There's no match.
It's considered no contest in AEW.
Sami got involved. Sami's suspended. So, if somebody who shouldn't even be in the building is getting involved, a ref is getting injured, getting thrown through, power bombed through 4 chairs.
Yes.
There's no more match, guys.
That's it. We're done.
It's done. There's nothing else to do.
You can't justify further.
So once Nate got scraped off the canvas, we went into a rematch from Take No Prisoners. We went to DJZ versus Trey Miguel, and DJZ returned with a new look. He emerged.
The new suit.
The new Predator.
The new suit was flame.
So you see on his the Instagram, it's you're either predator or prey in this world, and
he's the predator.
DJZ decided not to be that prey, and he is predator.
He's much more handsome than Predator, though.
He is much more handsome, but that suit is dope. So
that suit is
and something little backstage on that. We were kind of going over design ideas, so you can program this suit. Mm-hmm. It's not like his last one. The lights are a lot more compact.
Yeah.
And you can actually program designs and effects that we're working on. So DJ came over and we started going over ideas. This program is insanely complicated. It is really? Not... We thought this was click it in, there's the suit, we upload it with the USB, and we have a day. This is super complicated that... We were watching the YouTube video they sent us. It's like a 20-minute YouTube video. We watched it 4 times over. We were like, what the fuck? So, but once this gets going, it's going to be sick. The design idea that we already put in place, we got his logo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's the Z logo?
Yeah. The Z, that's on his merch that you guys can buy from ProWrestlingTees.com /DJZ. I think it's I am DJZ or something like that.
Search for DJZ.
Just do ZJZ on
ZJZ.
Search for DJZ on Pro Wrestling Tees and buy a shirt from him.
Yeah, buy him a shirt. He's got a new suit for everybody.
That new suit is not cheap.
Yeah, buy a shirt. Supplement the suit. So yeah, they look cool. It looked really nice. But yeah, he fought Trey rematch, and then he beat Trey.
It was almost in a heelish fashion.
Was it? I didn't see the finish. I was running around.
The start of the match, he was a lot more aggressive. I think he didn't want to take Trey for... what was it? What's the word I'm looking for?
Granted?
For granted. He didn't want to take him for granted. Not that he took him for granted last time, but he underestimated him a little bit.
True.
And he understood that Trey can get a win at any time.
Which I think is Trey's thing. A lot of people underestimate how good Trey is.
I think everybody underestimates all the Rascals right now.
Dude, I think you're right.
Everybody's sleeping on these guys at the wrong point.
Yeah.
And they all got some good personality. Mm-hmm. That comes out more in promos.
And they're very committed to these personalities too.
They're very
committed.
That's huge. And I don't think it's necessarily a gimmick that you can see if you look at them, but it's when they're in promos and stuff like that, they all have a certain demeanor and a certain style that translates real well. and when they're out in the crowd, they're very interactive. So
no, they're doing this business right. They're doing it how it's supposed to be done.
If you don't have a gimmick, make a personality at the very least.
You want to explain the Trey, the promo that happened afterwards when you caught up with Trey?
So we caught up with Trey, and this was later in the night.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't right after. It
was right after. So obviously, we'll talk about Wrestling won the main event, and David Starr approached Trey about joining Wrestling.
Yeah,
but something was you guys will see on the DVD. Something was a little bit off, in my opinion. I don't trust David.
David is a smooth talker.
I mean, he's so smooth that Eddie is on his side now.
I've seen him. He's so smooth. He sells shirts to the boys.
He does sell shirts to the boys, so I've seen it.
Like, hey, bro, you want this shirt, right? And they're like, you know what? Yeah, you know what?
That wrestling shirt is our Bullet Club shirt.
I like it. The hats too. People are buying those hats.
The hats, the shirts, they're everywhere in the crowd. They're not like smattering. Like you'll see people with like a group of 5 or 6 with wrestling shirts.
Yeah, I noticed like friends buy them together.
Yes, so it's like that cool thing. Every indie company kind of has that one niche like group.
Yeah. That's
stable, and I think wrestling is that for us, and I'm really happy about that because wrestling is not in any other company.
Yeah, I initially didn't know that, and then I found out. I was like, oh wow, that's pretty cool.
So that's ours, which I really, really do appreciate, which I like and I appreciate, and I think the fans do too.
You know what I thought about this week though? Speaking of factions, random. Remember that faction that used to be in Chikara called Fist? Friends in similar types.
Oh my god!
I thought about it this week. I was like, how funny is that name? Friends in similar types.
Only in Chikara can you get away with
being
called
Fist. It was Chikara. But anyway, Chikara Fist versus Wrestling at the Windy City Classic.
Wrestling versus Fist.
Wrestling versus Fist. But yeah, so going on from there, these two. I want to talk for a second. Curt Stallion, Jake something.
Wait, what's his name? Something. So
no, Curt and Jake, they took on extra talented Aaron Solow and Ricky Starks.
Which I was really happy that they came by because
they're AAW debuts, right?
AAW debuts for them as a team. I think Ricky said he might have worked like a scramble match like years
back or something.
But no, it was good to see them because I watched them for the last couple years over at Wrestle Circus.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know Ricky pretty well. So when I found out he was booked, I messaged him right away, and he was pretty excited. So
nice.
We had a lot of fun with the promo that will be on the DVD as well for it.
Nice. I didn't see this one yet.
Yeah,
I want to see this.
That's up on the drive. So if you want to check that, but it was really well done. They got.
You should open up our drive to get hacked now. People are like, "Oh, they got a drive with all this secret shit." Jeez.
I have a Dropbox. I have a drive.
This is gonna be like. It's gonna be like the was it the fappening when people stole when they broke in all those iClouds.
Oh my god! When all the celebrity stuff got leaked, all those nudes and stuff like that.
There are Jake something.
Don't
Curt
put
Stallion
nudes on your iCloud or your Google Photos.
Don't put nudes on our Google Share Drive if you break into it. I mean, fine.
Okay.
All right, I got the But yeah, no, this was cool, man. This was good. This was a showcase of something in Stallion for me. I liked it.
Yeah, they're starting to become a real good unit as a team, and it'll be interesting to see at Jawbreaker, because Braxton and Brewbreaker will be there, but Braxton was at the last show and they weren't interacting together, so
it's kind of like I wonder what we're gonna do going forward. I don't know. I mean, we have them doing things in LaSalle that's like some LaSalle shit going on, you know. So they got a little crazy in LaSalle. I liked what they did in LaSalle. And people saw that shit was wild in LaSalle.
I think it could be like a LaSalle only stable, which gives LaSalle something unique.
I like that. I like LaSalle. I like LaSalle having its own thing like that. It's kind of cool. But yeah, no, these two, man,
they dominated.
They're amazing. Future of the company.
They won. There was another promo that you guys will see up soon.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything else about this.
That's it. I mean, if you guys saw the first promo, expect consistency with that going forward.
I believe Jake is making his Impact debut tonight, or...
Not his debut. He wrestled for Impact before.
He did on a one night only, though.
The one night only, yeah. But the actual TV. Impact TV.
He's teaming Cody Deaner, I think. It's either next week or this week.
The Deaners or whatever they're called now, yeah.
Because he teams with Deaner in Canada.
Yes.
So, but he was like specifically booked for both nights.
Did it air last night or tonight or whatever?
It's on tonight. Yeah, today's Thursday.
Did he debut?
I don't know if he debuted tonight or.
I think he debuted the next set.
Yeah, because this is Slamversary Fallout probably this week.
Fallout and Monday. No, because they had some other stuff. They had like the rematch with Cage and Seidel. And
I'm saying they're probably today's episode's probably Slamversary Fallout, so he's probably on next week's.
Yeah.
But dude, good for Jake, man. That's awesome. TV. I mean, the guy's great. I think Jake Something's a great dude.
Well, and then, so they're really talented, no pun intended on extra talented. But
there's a lot of talent.
There's a lot of talent, but there was a lot of talent. It was a fun match. And then we went into Kimber Lee defeating Sooyoung to retain her women's championship.
Dude, Sooyoung. I can't say enough words about Sooyoung. And you know what's weird? At first, I didn't get it. First, I was like, what the hell is this? You know, it's like a Rosemary thing. What are we going for here?
I think it's on a completely different level than Rosemary because Rosemary has a personality.
Right.
Where Sooyoung is just...
straight character.
Straight evil. Yeah. Straight silence. Just very...
Well, when I first saw her, like, before she had TV, I was like, what's going on? Just like, it's a Rosemary thing. And then I saw her on TV and Impact, and I was like, whoa, this is like another level.
I think you get I think if you mix Rosemary and Taker...
You get Sooyoung.
I think you get Sooyoung.
That's a good one, yeah.
Because Rosemary has the erotic movements. She's very slender and unorthodox. And then with Taker, you get the supernatural, like alter universe type feel with her. And then you combine those two together and you get Sooyoung.
I know. Taker's Instagramming now. Did you see that? It's kind of weird to see that.
Taker posted an IG story.
I know.
And I go...
It's just so weird.
My mind was blown.
It's like...
Because he's normal.
He's an actual dude.
He's an actual person. Like Taker, I don't want to believe it.
Taker actually goes to Target.
It's Taker goes to Target.
Taker goes to Target.
That'll be the new thing on BTE.
Put that.
Taker goes to Target.
I would... Listen, as weird as it sounds, I would love to just watch Undertaker shopping at Target just to see what he does.
I just want to see him price match he's like, I can get this at Walmart for 14 cents cheaper.
Well, ain't gonna spend no money at Target. The hell with this, man. I'm gonna go to Walmart like a real working man. Like, dude, he's like, it's funny that Taker's a redneck. Like, actually a redneck.
Oh, man.
Anyway, sorry, tangent. I just thought it was funny that Taker's Instagramming. But dude, Sooyoung is a phenomenal vision to witness. If you're at a show, like, seeing Sooyoung do her thing, it's
fun.
It's like, watch any method act. That's a method actor.
Yes.
You know, like...
She gets completely in character.
That's it. Like, that's it. That's who she is.
That is... She, embodies her image. Like, she's that persona 100% through and through.
100%.
She doesn't even talk to you before she gets out there. She stays silent for about 2-3 minutes.
Oh, she's in the zone. She's a method actor.
She gets into it, so it was great.
What a brilliant talent, though.
But so after that, we get into the TLC match where we had a 5-way with Stephen Wolf, Shane Strickland, the returning Shane Strickland,
who was over as shit at the show.
So over, and I love his theme, and I love the entrance.
His pop, I think this is the biggest pop he ever got at an AAW show.
And it showed the fans missed him.
Dude, yeah, he was... Shane's consummate, man. People liked seeing that.
And then we had the PACO fucking PACO.
Yeah, when did that chant start?
That was a Berwyn chant.
Was it?
That was a while ago.
I saw some guy had a t-shirt on that said that.
Yeah.
That's a t-shirt. I didn't know it was a t-shirt.
And then we also had the returning AR Fox.
Yeah.
Who's always fun. I mean, and then you also had the winner of the match, Myron Reed. So that was just
Stephen Wolf, man. You forgot Stephen
No,
Wolf?
I didn't. I said him first.
My bad, Wolf. My bad.
Listen.
Sorry.
I can't forget about Wolf.
Wolf is great.
Wolf is awesome.
I remember the first time I saw Wolf, I was like, at Dreamwave, I was like, dude, this guy is going to totally fit me.
He was so small then, too.
Yeah.
He's put on a good amount of muscle.
Dude, Stephen Wolf is a man. First guy at the arena, every show, first arrival, talent arrival, Stephen Wolf, every show.
There you go.
Guaranteed. He is the first guy there.
He likes being prompt.
He's very prompt, and he's very well dressed. He's
always like in a suit or like dress shirt.
He's like Chris Daniels. Ever like see Chris Daniels is like the best dressed guy in like the locker room. They say like people have said like he's the best dressed guy in and out of a wrestling show, and I feel like for like our company, Stephen Wolf hands down. The dude comes in looking like he just posed for GQ like a second ago.
He loves it. He loves dressing nice. You are what you feel, like how your perception is reality. So
he comes in like a star. Always with that Subway though too.
Always. Always.
But no, Wolf is great. But yeah, man, Myron Reed took this one. That's another future of the company right there.
Yes.
Hot fire.
Hot fire. But can we talk about that table spot?
Good. You were right there, right?
Oh man.
Give people the bird's eye view.
Let me see. I think, so PACO was...
PACO fucking PACO.
PACO fucking PACO. I believe he was taking the hits with all this. So PACO was on the table. Wolf splashes onto him. Table does not break.
Oh, yeah, I found the finish.
So we're like, alright. And then we see Myron Reed getting up there.
Does a 360.
Does a 360 splash. Table's like, fuck you.
Onto Wolf, who's on.
Yeah, there's two guys already. Nothing.
And yeah, Myron hits it, and the table just like bends.
It
slightly.
falls over,
and like, which has to hurt.
That must suck. And there was a lot of table breakage. I mean, we had Strickland went through Fox, I believe.
Yeah, that was wicked. It was double stomp, right?
Double stomp.
That was wicked, man. That was a wicked hit. But no, that table didn't break at the end.
It didn't break.
But I know PACO was in pain, and Myron got that pin on him, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, I mean, he took 2 hits, and then he's like, you know what? Let's just try to get this pinfall, and he got it.
He got it. You saw him like really hustle for that pin.
But no, that was a fun match, though.
That match got everybody wild as shit.
That was another one where I missed the entrances, and I come out, and I've just seen just carnage.
Where were you filming? You were filming in the back?
Yeah, I was filming something. I don't remember what I was filming at that time.
This was one of the shows that we were so busy that I didn't see much of the show. I just saw the bits and pieces and the finishes.
I saw the promos.
Yeah,
that I recorded.
Yeah.
So I could tell you all about those in detail. And then we go into the much hyped Dezmond Xavier versus Rey Fenix.
People were hyping this one up.
We had a poll of which first time matchup people were excited to see, and that overwhelmingly won the poll. I
mean, no surprise, right? I mean, look at this match.
It was fun. I mean, it started off funny.
It started off a little slow. Like I started off in a way that people were like, "Oh, what the fuck? I expected more out of this."
And I think they just did it just because they knew.
They knew they were going to tell a story.
Yeah, so why not have a little bit of fun, because they went straight into business, and the match was crazy. They did the flips.
Once they hit gear 1, that was it. It was off the races.
Gear 1.
I mean, that was it.
I think they only know I don't even know how many gears going to. Was it
5, 6 gears?
5 or 6. They went all the way.
But like once they toyed around in neutral for a little bit. And then they hit gear, and then that was it. Off the races after that. But yeah, this was if you blink, you missed something on this match.
Yeah, and
but look who we're dealing with. Dezmond and Phoenix?
You have Phoenix, who former AAW heavyweight champion. And
tag team champion.
Yeah, former tag team champion.
With AR Fox.
With AR Fox, yeah. Because that was when he subbed.
Did he sub for
He subbed for him, and then that was when Cobb turned on. That's when Cobb turned heel.
As Logan
he
Square.
turned heel no, that was at Bourbon. He turned heel. On Fox.
But Fox and Phoenix won the title at Logan Square.
Phoenix won, at Logan. So.
Yeah, but I guess 2 though. I can't remember.
No, but Cobb turning heel was at Bourbon.
Yeah, right.
I think it was... No, it wasn't United We Stand last year.
No.
Not that early.
No. Hasn't been that long.
I don't know. All the
refer to the AAW Instagram to find out.
Refer to it. You'll eventually find it.
That's our timeline.
And then you'll know more about this match than I do.
So
because I didn't get to see any of it.
MJF and Ace. It was their their full of chemistry match. Street fight, beating the shit out of each other. Unfortunately, there was a spot that I think MJF was on Ace's back, and then he cannonballed into the corner and just caught MJF's leg. You saw him you saw the pain. MJF went for the pin. He got the pin. He won the match. But then he had to be carried out. I mean, it was legit hurt. The X went up. Yep. The dude was legit hurt. He's been open about it, so we're not blowing anything. This is not a story. We're not blowing anything that shouldn't be known.
This right here is legit.
I mean, he talked about it.
We had the storyline plan where we were going to get. Funny enough, we were going to get MJF injured in the back.
Yeah.
And
we were gonna get him
art
on camera,
imitating life, imitating art.
Yeah, and
we
were just gonna get a reaction after the fight and him just kind of beat up and sore and get his thoughts on it. But
I made the call. I actually made the call on this one.
Well, we had to scrap it. We had nothing to do.
Yeah, we scrapped it. I said
he was legit in pain.
I talked to him. He was just upset. I mean, he's a kid. He's thinking about his future because what goes through somebody's mind like that is not something that we can imagine necessarily unless we were in something similar.
He still had the will to tweet some sarcastic shit, though, while he was sitting there icing his knee.
Yeah, he gave a middle finger to everybody.
Called them all marks.
Everybody.
For caring.
Fat, pimply marks. So,
now
we had
Tubby
Magoo.
Tubby Magoo. We had to change direction on this one a little bit. So, when he's back and healthy, we'll have to pick this one back up. We'll have to see where things are at, assess the damage, so to speak.
I hope he's good for the all-in weekend shows for Destination Chicago and Defining Moment.
I hope so. Those are huge shows.
Defining Moment's already sold out.
Out, man.
Destination Chicago, I believe, has
less than 50 tickets at this point left.
Is it less than 50 now? Because it was yesterday was 75.
Yeah, we must be under 50 at this point now.
So
yeah, I mean, get your tickets now. Yeah, but it's gonna sell out. Let's not kid ourselves here. If you miss out on this, that is a capacity building. That is a fire code capacity building. So if this is sold out, you ain't getting in.
Logan shows are always fun, though.
Logan shows are fucking nuts, and if you're missing it, you're cheating yourself.
I'm sorry if you do. Well, not really. I mean,
it's your fault.
Yeah, it's your own fault that you're missing a great product.
Exactly. So
that we worked hard on. Damn it.
We're gonna be 2 days worth. I'm even trying to fit in StarCast on that, during the day on those.
Dude, I don't wanna go to anything wrestling before that because it's 4 days in a row.
I just want to meet a few people.
I know you want to meet
Shivani.
I was literally gonna throw out Shivani, and I knew you were gonna say that.
Hey, am I crazy? Isn't Christian supposed to be there too?
Christian's supposed to be there, not Edge.
He is gonna be there.
Christian's gonna be there. Christian's booked.
Okay, I have a poster. Bound for Glory 08.
Oh, yeah.
It's the only signature I'm missing from the whole roster.
Bring that with.
And I need to get it signed by Chris.
You need to figure out when he's signing.
I didn't see it on the website, though. I gotta look again.
We'll check.
But, yeah, man. That's a 10-year in the making personal project.
You gotta have to have him sign it Christian Cage.
I know. I hope he does that for me.
I hope he doesn't ruin it and be like Christian Hall of Fame and then just waits.
Is he the Hall of Fame?
No, but he's just gonna put HOF.
Ah, son of a bitch.
And then he'll just wait.
I mean, I hope he's cool.
He'll anti-Bret Hart you.
Oh, Bret took care of me.
That's a story for another day.
Yeah. Bret was really cool on an autograph. Anyway.
We'll talk about that story, and then we'll go into the main event, which was wrestling, which this version of wrestling consisted of David Starr, Eddie Kingston, and Trevor Lee versus the Super Besties of ACH.
Super Besties.
ACH and the tag team champions, the besties in the world, were
Vega and Fitches.
Can we call them the half tag team champions this week?
Why is that?
Because Vega...
oh, yeah, Vega's hurt?
No, not Vega. Well, not only was Vega hurt, but as we saw in the preview, or not in the preview, in the pre-match hype promo, Scarlett forgot to pack Vega's belt. And Vega didn't have his belt on him.
What?
So we kind of Vega legitimately forgot his belt.
Did he really?
Yeah.
What an ass.
So we kind of made it work. It worked out well.
I didn't know he really did. What an asshole.
Because
how do you forget the belt?
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know, but the thing was,
you have like one job.
Yeah.
To bring the fucking belt.
But, we were gonna have an end shot of David and Eddie holding up the belts.
Oh, are you serious?
We couldn't do that, so we kind of made it. We turned it into a storyline where Scarlett forgot.
Oh, that's pretty good. Good cut.
And
I didn't realize that.
And so Fitchett got even more pissed off at Scarlett.
I like it.
It worked out well, but see, that was something that we turned a negative to a positive on the fly,
and further the story at the same time.
Yes, it worked out really well with the story.
We're screwed if he forgets the belt again, though.
I really hope he doesn't forget the belt again this time.
You know, wrestling is starting to look like the Freebirds here a little bit at this point, with the three guys and like interchangeable and.
I'm surprised they all haven't defended the Heritage title. That would be great.
That would have been awesome. Look, that's yours this week, Eddie.
Yeah, that would have been good.
But no, that was a good match. I mean, wrestling took the win.
Yes, they did.
They beat the champions. And wrestling came out looking strong on this one, man.
Yeah, they did.
So, yeah, I mean, we'll see where that one goes. I'm curious what we do here now. We got a lot built into this one. I'm imagining some matches coming out of this. So we'll see where what our booking geniuses come up with.
Yeah. And so wrestling got the win. It was Eddie Kingston getting the fall on Fitchett, because Fitchett didn't want to cheat when Scarlett gave him the opportunity to use the belt that he brought.
It's perfect. So that's leading us in. That was United We Stand. We have Jawbreaker in a week. It's next week, right?
Yeah, next it's a week from Saturday. We'll be posting this up Friday.
Yeah. And
it'll be a week from tomorrow.
Jesus. These shows come way too fast.
Way too fast. August is super busy, so
August is insane.
But just a quick rundown really quick of Jawbreaker. We have ACH against the returning wrestling's monster, Jeff Cobb.
Jeffrey Cobb.
As
his mother calls him.
Jeffrey. As his mother calls him. And we have tag team champions. We got besties in the world against the Latin American Exchange LAX from Impact Wrestling.
Impact's tag team champions.
Yes. Well, I don't know if they'll have the
They might not have the belts because they got stolen.
I hope they get the belts back.
We'll find out.
Man, I needed those belts.
I really wanted to see those belts in person.
I wanted to see the belts because I was really hyped about it.
I did talk to Santana already. I was like, just tell me, excited to have you guys. Be fun. Is there anything you want us to film or do or need anything to further like your tour you're on? Let us know. We'll take care of it. So I'm psyched. I actually was. I've been hoping. I threw this out a while ago to get them in, and lo and behold, they're coming in. So I'm thinking, somebody's doing me a favor up there.
Someone's doing you a favor.
In booking heaven, somebody's doing me a favor.
And then we also have
MVP's making his debut.
MVP is making his debut. He's a special guest. He'll be doing signings before and during intermission.
I wonder if he's going to wrestle. He does wrestle still.
He probably will wrestle.
Yeah.
Usually the special guests wrestle. He's not like he's been retired for like 30 years.
The only guest who hasn't wrestled was Val Venus in LaSalle.
Yeah, but Val doesn't.
I know.
I don't think we want Val wrestling.
I didn't want him to wrestle, but he just did his hello ladies and he got the hell out of there. And...
Hello ladies.
Yeah. Hello ladies. But I'm curious who MVP is going to be put up against. MVP and ACH would be hilarious.
Yeah, but that won't happen.
It won't happen, but it'd be amazing.
Do you know who would be a good one? MVP versus DJZ.
You think so?
I think that can work.
Because the battle of the three letters.
MVP has that brawler style to it. So
MVP in Kingston would be good.
That would be really good.
If you're listening out there,
Danny, Mike,
tell the people. The people tell the company.
Tag Danny Daniels. Danny. What is it? AAW Danny Daniels?
AAW Danny Daniels. Tag him.
Tag him. Say that we want MVP versus Eddie Kingston, and we want eyebrow pay-per-view Eddie.
If people notice, anybody watch Slammiversary, Eddie's eyebrows were on point.
They were fleek.
We saw him the night before, and he admitted that he got them done for pay-per-view.
It was great. So we had that, and then we also have Jessica Havoc challenging Kimber Lee to try to regain her AAW Women's Championship.
In the place that she got the women's title, or she won it. Where she was the first.
She won it in LaSalle, but she lost it at Logan.
Yeah.
So, Kimber's, what was it? This will be her third title defense.
Third title defense, yep.
So, she beat Kylie Ray, beat Sooyoung. So, can she beat Jessica and show her it wasn't a fluke?
Find out.
Is that
all that's went on so far? Anything else?
No, nothing really. We just got Jawbreaker, like we said, next Saturday. Destination Chicago, August 30th, Thursday.
Yep.
Defining Moment is sold out.
On Friday, yep.
On Friday, and hopefully we can run into some of you guys at All In, maybe.
Tell us, if you see us at these next shows and you're listening to this, tell us what you think. I'd like to hear feedback.
Tag the podcast, tag myself, tag Trent.
Tag us in person.
Tag us.
Like,
you're it.
Like, hit us on the shoulder and be like, good show, guys.
You're it, and then just run away. Just say tag, you're it, and then run away.
Yeah. Actually, I'd love for that to happen.
That's what I would expect.
If you say tag, you're it, I know you like the pod.
There you go.
But and that's it, man. We're we kept these folks for an hour.
I think that's long enough.
That's good. A solid hour talking about AAW production, Backstage Boys, and
the Backstage Boys,
the BSB. We want it this way. We're giving it to you that way.
Oh, speaking of that, really quick. So after the show last week for United We Stand, Trent, myself, and Brian went to this taco.
Oh my God, I forgot about this.
Yeah, no, this is what I was going to go into. I thought that's what we were going to talk about. And it's about, 2:30 in the morning, 3 in the morning?
2:30 in the morning.
And the Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way, starts playing.
In a packed taqueria.
And the whole entire restaurant starts singing I Want It That Way. And it was amazing.
It was incredible. Like the first verse, everybody jumped in on it.
And it was
the one table that was like, what the fuck is going on here? But
yeah, fuck them. They're not fun. They were probably sober.
Yeah, but it was awesome. Because 35 people just started singing the song. Just for no reason.
It was great. So, but we wanted to leave you with that little
Should
tidbit.
we tagline? The Backstage Boys, the BSB, you want it that way. We're giving it to you this way.
No, we're not doing that. I'm putting the caboose on that.
What if we did it in that a radio announcer style? We're the BSB, the Backstage Boys.
You
want it that way, we're giving it to you this way. See you next week.
You hear that? That's me putting my foot down.
We're out of time.
No, we're out of time.
We're out of time. See you next week.
See you next week, everybody. Bye.
Thank you.